beautiful people, and welcome back to another video. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Currently Building Generational Wealth Lifestyle. I am one of your hosts, the one, the only, and the flyers on today. I am Danielle Bailey, and of course, God is the ultimate host. What's up, y'all? So I wanted to come and do a quick little video. I am working on. I created this class for how to self-publish in 30 days, and so tonight is our final night, right? And so as I'm going through like what I'm going to talk about tonight and stuff like that, like I decided to share with you guys some of the things that I'm going to talk about. And one of the biggest things that I'm going to talk about tonight is, I'm talking about three things tonight. I'm talking about how to copyright your stuff. I'm also talking about trademarking, and I'm also talking about how to create a marketing plan for your business or your product. And so that's what I want to talk to you guys today about. I want to give you four to five quick little steps about how to market your product or your private practice or whatever your business that you have. Like, how do you market it? How do you get it out there? And I know, like, a lot of times, like, as a therapist and as an introvert myself, like, I really do not like to market. Like, I don't like to put myself out there. Like, personally, I don't like to put myself out there. I don't like to do, like, I am a very introverted person, right? And so marketing has always been a little bit difficult for me. And so number one, the first thing that I had to do, which is not even on my list, but I should have put it on my list, so y'all probably get about five to six steps. I had to create a different persona than Danielle, right? So I tell people all the time, there's therapist Danielle and then there's personal Danielle. And the reason why I had to create this persona, or either if you want to say this character, if you want to say, is because of the simple fact is that personal Danielle would not do nothing. I would not market. I wouldn't go to events. I would sit up in this office all day and just figure that people would come talk to me. Like, I wouldn't do speaking engagements because it takes a lot out of me. Like, I am a true introvert at heart. However, that's not how therapy services work. You have to put yourself out there. You have to tell people who you are. You have to do all of that. So that was the first thing that I would tell y'all. If you are an introvert and you do not like talking to people or anything like that, I would say create this persona, this character, if you want to say, that allows you to get out there and get it done. Okay? That allows you to go to different speaking engagements. That allows you to go do Facebook Lives. Like, whatever it is that you got to do it. And I want to say this. A lot of celebrities do that too. I was watching a documentary lately. I want to say I was watching a clip about Deion Sanders. And so Deion was like, he was like, in real life, I'm an introvert. I'm a homebody. He was like, there's Deion and then there's prime time. And he was like, prime time is the one that got the lights, the cameras that's out there. He was like, that's prime time. But he was like, Deion is a homebody. He stays at home. He stays out the way. He does not like it. So when I heard him say that validated how I was already feeling. I was like, my nigga, that's how I feel too. Therapist Danielle is the person that a lot of people meet. Not that many people actually meet Danielle, right? So that's what I want to say. Number two, I want you to understand your why. Why are you creating this? Why are you creating your private practice? Why are you creating your business? Why are you creating your product? Like, why are you doing what you're doing? Like, not only why, but what does it solve? How does it help people? Like, you really got to understand the why. Am I creating and the reason why your why is so important, because in the down times and in the rough times, your why is what's going to keep you, right? So understand why you're doing this. It's almost, when you understand why you do this, then you're able to, step number three, you're able to define who your target audience is, right? So once you're able to define your why, then you're able to identify who your target audience is. It is so important to identify your target audience and who they are. Like, because I know at first, when I first started in private practice, I didn't know who my target audience was. Everybody was my target audience. I service everybody, anybody. Like, somebody just called me a few minutes ago, a behavioral health clinic in what is it, New Iberia or something like that. And so she was like, hey, are y'all accepting referrals with Medicare? And I was like, yes, we are, or whatever. I said, however, we do not accept this, and this is why we do not accept it. And so she didn't make any referrals because the people who I told her we did not accept was people who she was trying to refer. I know who my target audience is right now, and I'm not ashamed to say who it is. My target audience is people who suffer from depression and anxiety. If I want to go outside of my target audience, yes, I can. But it's only a limited amount of people who I would go outside of my target audiences. My target audience is African American females who suffer from depression and anxiety, who are millennials, who are somebody, and mind you, my target audience looks just like me. Okay? It's not saying that I don't service people. Not saying that I don't service people. I'm just telling you who I prefer to work with. And there's nothing against nobody, no other race, not against white females, not against black males, because I still see them people, but they have to be suffering from depression or anxiety. If you're not suffering from depression or anxiety, I myself cannot necessarily give you the best quality of care that you deserve. Notice I said I can't. Like, I think that a lot of times we as people, sometimes when I say, oh, I don't service people that I don't service this type of person. Oh, why you discriminate? Why you discriminate? It's not that I'm discriminating. It's the fact that I probably won't give you the best care that you deserve. Like, it's almost like, for me, I hate when people do that. Like, oh my God, like, I know like a lot of people like, you just target African American females, you don't target nobody else, and blah 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 this. And it's like, truthfully, some of them, anybody else, if they can identify with depression and anxiety, I probably won't give them the best care. So don't allow, that's another thing, quick little tip, don't allow nobody else to make you feel bad because of the target audience that you decided to select. Okay? Like, I get people all the time, why you don't work with black men, or why you don't work with Caucasian women. I never said that I didn't work with them. I do work with them on a smaller scale, but not a lot of them or whatever. And so like, people just be like, oh my God. But at the end of the day, I probably would not be the best person for them to provide them the quality of care that they deserve. It's not about me. It's about them. All right. So that's why we got to understand who our target audience is. Give them a name, create an avatar. I'm still working on my person name. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to call, I don't know why I be wanting to call her Brenda. I don't even know why I want to call her Bertha. Them some old ass names, Bertha and Brenda. No, but I like it though. So, but like, when I talk about her, or when I talk about who my target audience is, I am saying her. Like, I am really referring to her as a person. So when you refer to them as a person, you're able to really and truly understand who it is. Because after you identify, so after you to understand your why, after you being able to identify your target audience, next you're going to have to understand where these people are. Okay? Where are these people at? What they at? I know millennial African American women who suffer from depression and anxiety, they at brunch. They at unlimited mimosas. They gonna be at church because they love the Lord. They gonna be in a working job. You know what I'm saying? Like, I also have to identify what tax bracket I want to work with too. These are middle class women who I typically work with are middle class women. So I know that they're middle class, and I know that with middle class, sometimes they are battling making it from, because I understand what middle class is. They probably got about 2.5 kids. They either married, or a lot of them are not married. They're educated. A lot of them have from a bachelor's to a master's. Like, do you see how detailed and they care about their mental health? And a lot of them are first-time generation women who are fighting the stigma of mental health, who want to do something different in their family. Do you see how detailed I am about my target audience? So when a lot of them come in here, it's about generational curses that they're breaking. Because again, remember, they are spiritual too. A lot of my people are spiritual. So they talking about generational curses. They are trying to break the generational curses. They are usually the first ones in their family to go to therapy and seek therapy too as well. So understanding all of this about your target audience, I'm understanding where they at, and then I'm gonna go to where they at. Go to where they at, maybe pass out my card, maybe speak, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of them may be at I've spoken at a lot of them could be at conferences, a lot like conferences, professional or spiritually. I've spoken at business expos. I've spoken at well, I've spoken at schools. I've spoken at, like, I am going to the people. I spoke 2 years in a row for the Rapides Parish Library. Okay, I spoke 2 years in a row, and the first year I talked about anxiety. And when I tell you, them people came running. Even my Caucasian sisters too came up there and was like, "Oh my God," or whatever. So I put the information in front of them, and that's when they started to observe it. And that's when I end up telling. And that's when I end up telling them, I was like, in real life, I'm an introvert. So me being able to get up here, and one woman came, she was like, "You are not an introvert." I wanted to tell her, "Lady, I'm the damn therapist. How you gonna tell me what I am and what I'm not? Who you see is therapist, Danielle. You don't see personal, Danielle, or whatever." So but understanding. But she ended up becoming a client, and we end up talking. So like understanding them and they stuff, and then go try to go to jobs and stuff like that. And then if you want, so like it's a lot of ways, because I can really get into details about how you want to go about targeting your clients, right? I would say this: I've even started breaking down what type of insurance my clients have and stuff like that too as well, because I only want to work with one certain type of insurance company here. I understand my community. My community uses a lot of Blue Cross and Blue Shield, and they uses a lot state workers. Like honestly, I have a lot of state workers who are, because the state workers have Blue Cross Blue Shield. So what I have started doing is other than my clients, I think that's where I get a lot of my clients from. Word of mouth from another client, or either they see me on social media. That's gonna be up in a little bit or whatever. But like I rent my building out, right? My practice, like they had last year, I feel like almost all the state workers rented this building out. So they was able to come up in here. They had a good time. It was off site. You know what I'm saying? So I came back, and they was like, "Oh my God, you're the therapist. You're the this." And I'm like, "Yeah, girl, did y'all have a good time?" And they like, "Yeah, we enjoyed your space. It was invited. It is so pretty." Blah 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 blah. This, and they like, "Yo," and then one lady was like, "Yeah, I need to come see you." Okay, girl, here's my card. Like, so my building did the rest. They was like, "Oh, your place don't look like a therapy office." I was like, "What does a therapy office really look like?" And they was like, "Well, on TV." I said, "Exactly, TV." So understanding that, so like understanding where they are and go to where they are. So unfortunately, well, for that case, they came to me because they rented the building, and I just came early to clean up and stuff like that, and I saw them, but they was having a good time. All right, so understand what they are, go to them. So I want to do, like, I've hosted different type of activities for my for potential clients too. So like I did a brunch and diaries one year, and it was literally brunch, because again, my target audience goes to brunch. And so they did not have unlimited mimosas. We didn't have no mimosas though. But we did have brunch vibes. We had a 360 booth. We had a DJ. Like, we really had a good time. And people signed up. Or if they did not sign up, they were still interested in they learned skills, because I spoke. They learned skills, and they learned more about therapy. So that works for me. Or whatever. Because at the time, I wasn't accepting any new clients. All right, so, and last but not least, social media. Understanding social media. Social media is probably one of the biggest is the biggest marketing tools that you can use, and that is actually for free. So, I don't know about none of y'all. Understanding, it's free. So what you do on social media, and how you market, and how you set up, you make your content for social media, you make it relevant, you make it entertaining, and you make it informative. Okay? Relative, entertainment, and informative. I'm sorry. And informative. Okay? Look, I needed to write that down for my class tonight. I need you to make those 3 things up on social media when you do it. When you, cause when you start making it like that, people are going to be drawn into you. When I make stuff informative, when I talk a lot about mental health, people are drawn into that. When I make it entertaining, it just be me laughing, talking, ha ha, and all of that. And that's the entertainment and relative to whatever was going on. Sometimes I do a quick little video, you know what I'm saying, talking about relative topics and stuff like that. So y'all, that's how you do. And those are a few steps. I just want to get you started. They may not, you know what I'm saying, like they're helpful, or you may need to go a little bit more into details, but I'm trying to give you something to get you started, because I wish somebody in the beginning would have broke this down to me like I'm breaking it down to you. Nobody broke it down to me like that. I had to figure this out on my own. So here you go. It's for free. Yeah. And in my class, I'm going to break it down even further and teach them how to really develop and do this. Okay? So, but I just want to give y'all a quick little snippet. That's all right. I'm still being helpful. All right? Nonetheless, love y'all. Bye.